Ooh, hello. Oh my god. It's a little too close for my liking. Hi guys. Oops. Hello. Hi. Hello. Hi everybody. Hi Linda. Hi guys. Hi Wayne. Hi Holistic Nutrition. Hey Rio. Hi everybody. Hi Corey. Hi Sanam. Hi Tara. Hi Erica. Hi Adriana. Hi Scotty. Oh, look at all these people from France. Hi Lynette. Hi Ash. Where are you guys from? Let's go. Where are you guys from? Daryl, can you say hi or am I gonna give you attitude? I'll probably give you attitude today, Daryl. I don't like the hitting on me part. You're gonna get blocked if that happens. Not today. Not in my sacred rage. Not in my, just don't get blocked. I'm quick on the trigger. I've been quick on the trigger. It'll happen. Send me a wink. I'm gonna shove that wink somewhere and I'm gonna block you. San Diego, South Africa, West Virginia, Scotland, Ohio. Oh my goodness. Look at you guys. Houston, Cape Town. Oof. I love reading where you guys are from. Netherlands, Ireland. Bucharest. Oh, that is gorgeous. I love San Diego. I've been to San Diego. I traveled by myself. New York City. I love New York. Illinois. Oh my god, that's so gorgeous. Look at where you guys all from, and we're all connected here right now in this moment. Here and now. Here and now. I'm in Canada. I'm not gonna say where I'm from because there are some crazy people up here. But I'm in Canada. Miami. Ooh, Morocco. Wow. I have some energy today, let me tell you. We're gonna talk about some things. We're gonna talk about some things because Spirit is guiding me to talk about these things. Hello, hey Troy. All right, can you guys hear me? I don't have my mic on. I don't feel like having my mic. Just hope you guys can hear me okay. So, okay. All right, so we're gonna like not debunk, or we're going to unravel a dream that I had, okay? And I want to do it together. I'm not really good at dream interpretation, even though this is part of my magic, is dream interpretation, because dream interpretation started to really be born in ancient Mesopotamia. That was its birth, dream interpretation, and we talked a little bit about this in Gate 4, Gate 4, yes, Goddess Ningal. So dream interpretation was developed in ancient Mesopotamia, so it's part of my roots, but I haven't really tapped into that magic frequency yet. So Goddess Ningal has been guiding me to use the cards as a divination tool to uncover what my dream means. So I'm gonna get into my dream in just a little bit, but guys, my weekend was crazy. My weekend was crazy. After channeling Goddess Aya, I was drained out of like all of my energy, and what's going on in the cosmos, the planets, all of the astrological phenomenons right now, it's like one thing, but then to like channel an ancient archetype, an ancient goddess, it was honestly, it took so much out of me. I was talking about things I didn't even understand, and I was just completely drained from that energy. I had a really rough night. I had like really interesting dreams, which we'll get into it. But my dog, well, first of all, I'm going to talk about how I received a really big blessing from a wonderful subscriber. And this really big blessing ended up saving me in a way. It really came in handy. The exact blessing that I received, the exact amount that I received from the subscriber was the exact amount that I needed um, to pay for something. Something happened to my dog Bunny. She was coughing all night, Friday night, and at first I didn't really think much of it, but she kept coughing and coughing and coughing. And I just started to bawl my eyes out because I didn't know how to help her. I did Reiki on her and she was able to like calm down for a little bit. For about an hour she slept on Friday, and then the cough started to come again and again and again. And that was the day that I received this abundant blessing from the subscriber, that I believe the goddesses worked with the subscriber to send over this really big chunk of a blessing. And so I called the emergency the next day. I took her. I was up from 1 a.m. to 8 a.m. I didn't even sleep. And so I took her to the emergency room at 8 a.m. and the doctor said that it's possible a kennel cough, but she doesn't get around other dogs. So I don't know where she would have, got kennel cough at all. But they did an x-ray on her and the x-ray was clean. Her heart, her lungs, her trachea, they said everything is good with her. She's fine. And when I got the bill was the exact amount that I received from the blessing from the subscriber, from the gods, the goddesses. So I just want to say like how amazing spirit works, how amazing the goddesses have been working through all of you, sending me this blessing because there was something unexpected that had happened that I needed that for. It's just so wonderful how spirit works. So big shout out to that subscriber. Big shout out to the goddesses. Blessings come in many ways and you just don't know how they come in. It was a test for me, a test for me learning how to receive, number one, because I obviously still don't know how to receive things. So I need to learn how to receive. And I also need to learn how to trust my own guidance. I need to trust. So this was a really big lesson for me. All of Saturday, my eyes were like huge because I was crying all night. I was so worried about her. And I slept all day Saturday. I slept all day Sunday. And then I woke up Monday and I'm like, all right, let's go. Let's go. So now we actually have Gate 6 goddess Uras coming through, and she is known as a fearsome dragon. I'm not going to get into it right now. I'm not ready to channel her energy, but she is behind me, I feel like, and she wants to come forward so much. And I am probably going to start to pick up on her energy afterwards. So I got my energy back. I hope you guys are good. And then Saturday night, I believe it was Saturday night because I talked to Patrick on Sunday about my dream. So this is a dream that we're going to unravel together and I need your help. Okay, but we're going to use some divination tools. No, Uras is not going to come through. I told her, I was like, please, I'm not ready right now. So a little bit about my dream. There was a dog in my dream that I had taken. Okay, and I'm not a thief. I don't steal dogs. I don't know where this would have come from, but I didn't know where this dog came from, but I felt like I took this dog from somewhere. And I took this dog and I was like keeping the dog captive, so to speak, and the dog really wanted to return home. The dog was with me for a certain amount of time. Oh, thank you, Cindy. Hi, Cindy. Yeah, she's fine. She's doing so much better. She's doing so much better. Thank you. So in this dream, this dog came to me, and I was keeping him there. It was a him, And he said that, you know, he was there for me for a limited time only, and now he had to go home. And I didn't want to let him go, but I just thought of the owners, or I thought of his home, that the home was missing him, and I couldn't keep him all to myself. I had to let him go. I had to send this dog home. So I actually released the dog eventually. I felt very sad releasing the dog. I felt so sad, but also relieved, because I was sending the dog home. The dog was going home. And I like followed the dog in my car because I had to make sure that they went to the right house. And the joy that I saw in the owner's face, because there was another person there that opened the door to greet the dog, and the dog looked at me, the dog like looked around, dog noticed me, that I was like following him in the car. Um I thought I was being really sneaky about it, but uh I met eye to eye with the dog, and the dog was like telling me that they're back and it's okay, that they're safe, that they're home, and that this leg of the journey between the dog and I, or my leg of the journey, I'm not exactly sure, it was over. And now it's time for me to go. It's also time for the dog to go. And I woke up the next day trying to figure out like what that means. I know dogs are guardians. I know they're guardian angels. I know that I know that Patrick was saying something about how when we ascend further into our journey, when we go through more of our ascension path, when we ascend higher, we develop, or we meet new guardians. So am I getting a new guardianship? Am I going to get new guardian angels? And I was saying goodbye to old guardians? I don't know, because I know my guardian angels very well. So if I need to let go of those guardian angels, I'm gonna need a minute. Like, I'm gonna need some time to get adjusted, because I like just learned how to trust their guardianship. I just learned how to trust them, and they were working with me. So is it that? Am I getting new guardians? I don't know. Um, I don't know, but there's something about this like returning home. So we're going to work through that dream interpretation together. Maybe it'll resonate with you guys. Maybe some of you guys are getting similar messages or similar dreams or similar signs. Um, and then we're going to talk about the goddess energy right now. So my Lilith is in Scorpio, and I'm going through a really big transformation right now, just like all of you guys. And Cindy actually did such an amazing couple of readings where Lilith is working so beautifully through her. So go check those two readings out. They're absolutely phenomenal. I need to rewatch the last one that premiered. But the goddess energy that is rising within me is a feminine aspect of myself that was toxic before, and I didn't recognize this until recently, until Sunday actually. I was more so masculine, and my masculine energy was very toxic, and the feminine energy that was within me was very dormant. And when it started to rise, it was also very toxic. So I was just toxic. I was just a very toxic person. Um, and I went through some trauma that um, rises up to the surface for me to face it. And then I kind of shove it to the back, and then it always rises up again. And I shove it to the back, and it rises up again. And I have finally claimed that space where this trauma lives. And I'm going to share a little bit with you guys, but just a trigger warning. It does have something to do with sexual assault and sexual humiliation. I'm not going to go into the details, but just trigger warning, put it out there. Okay, so I want to debunk the dream first, and then before we get into the heavy stuff, because I don't know if I'm going to cry. So I wore no makeup, so that I can cry. Okay. So let's get into the dream interpretation. All right, let's do some divination up in here. So we're gonna call forward Goddess Ningal. Goddess Ningal, thank you for your guidance. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for your energy. Thank you for your grace. Please allow me to bring forward this dream. Please allow us to bring forward the messages that need to come through. Please allow me to interpret this dream clearly and accurately as I need to do so. So it be. Do I resonate with being a starseed? No. I don't think so. All right. So we're gonna use the blended tarot that I have. It's it's the Wild Unknown Tarot, and it's also the Animal Spirit Oracle deck that I blended. All right. And then I also have the animal because there's a dog in my dream. So, all right. 1, 2, 3 in the chat. Hey. Your Lilith is in Sag. Oh, Amy, you have a lot of Sag in your chart. There's a blue monkey. Hey, blue monkey. What does that mean? Could be Goddess Ningal. Thank you guys. I love you all. All right. All right. Oh, my left? Okay. Sorry, I'm just trying to like break them. Okay. All right. So what can you tell us about this dream and the dog that I had to return home? Hi, Stormy. Hi, guys. Oh. Oh, it's some Mother of Cups. Shoot. We're gonna get into our emotions, aren't we? Mother of Cups came out. The hummingbird at the bottom. This is Corey to me. That's Corey. Corey, that's you. Were you in my dream? Whoa. All right, what flew out was the Ace of Wands and the Son of Pentacles. Okay, there's one more. Oh, I love lentil soup. I'm actually so hungry now. There's more. Hi, Rob. Ooh. Okay. So you got the devil at the bottom. All right, so let's interpret this dream. Okay. So for those of you who just joined, I had to return a dog home. This dog needed to go home. So I had to send the dog home. I was sad. I was so sad returning this dog home, but I was also very relieved. What does that mean? What does that mean? So you got the Ace of Wands, the Son of Pentacles, the Unicorn, the Mother of Cups was the first card to fly out, and then the Magician. Okay, I also just heard it's not what it looks like. It's not what it seems. It's not what it seems. The dream is not what it seems, or the message is not as clear as what it seems. They're saying that there's a lot of layers. There's a lot of layers to the dream. Okay, something isn't as it seems, especially here with the Magician and the Unicorn. I'm going to read some of your comments because I feel like you guys are going to help me interpret this. I don't know what's wrong with me. Something I don't want to recognize. Releasing a fractal from a storyline. Oh, my third eye just pumped as you said that, Corey. It seems like you had a fractal that was released, and I didn't want to release it. Like, I really did not want to let it go. And at one point it felt like I was a thief, that I stole, that I was keeping this dog captive, and I needed to return it. I needed to set it free. I needed to let it go. So was this fractal, was its time overdue? Was I holding on to something? Was I holding on to something that was overdue? Son of Pentacles. This Son of Pentacles looks really sad to me. It feels really down. It feels very depressed. I always see this as a card of like, if your head is down, you can't see what's in front of you. You can't see where you're going. So it's almost like you're being led by the antlers, right? This is the connection with source. So it's almost like your head is down and you're just kind of going down this path aimlessly. Is what it feels like to me. It was like I was on this journey with my head down. I was sad because I was so sad in my dream, but I knew that I was supposed to go there. I knew that I had to release something. The unicorn is the dog to me. Like, I was so sad to let him go. And like, they're going in the same direction too. They're going in the same direction. So this almost feels like a fractal of myself. This unicorn felt, it's now that I'm seeing it, it's almost like this is appearing out of me. Maybe I had to face it and let it go, let it free, let it be free. It's something now that I'm getting. Or maybe it's this. Maybe I'm the unicorn. Maybe I'm this. And I had to release this sad, depressed fractal of myself. I had to release it. I had to send it home. Yeah, Colleen, thank you. Yes, that makes more sense. Yeah. See that? Because it seems like a little fractal, something small. Oh my god, I'm getting emotional. I felt very attached. Very, very, very attached to this energy. I could not let it go. I was so attached to this energy. It was like a part of me that I didn't want to release. Oh no, I'm gonna start crying. Oh. I'm going through such a weird transformation right now. It's so weird. Yeah, that's right. The unicorn is looking up. Oh my god. The unicorn is looking up. And so I feel like releasing that, it definitely opened myself up to something new. It opened myself up to something new. Maybe a new magic. The magic that's within me. That my confidence. But it's almost like the wing of this bird. You know what I do? I never opened up myself. I never have, and we're gonna talk about this in a little bit too. But yeah, in my dream I released the dog, but now like I need to start releasing this energy here in my practical space, in my energy. And I feel like that's what I'm doing right now, talking about this and really owning my space. And Corey actually asked me something that I've never been asked before and I never thought of. But Corey asked me, what is it that you need? What do you need right now? No, the dog was not on a leash. The dog was not on a leash. So Corey asked me, what do you need? And I said, I have no idea. I literally don't know what I need. I couldn't say that in the moment. I still don't really know how to answer that question. But with this, I don't know, what is this, a swan? I was covering my heart, I was covering my cup all my life. When I was on this ascension path, spirit would break me. Time and time again, spirit would break me. So they would say, you gotta let us in, you gotta let us in, you gotta let this light in, you gotta let this love in, you gotta let this in. And I'm like, no, 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 not doing it, not opening up, not gonna let my, nope, nope, not doing it. And I feel like I'm finally saying yes to it. I have been saying yes to it. I have. And so I feel like here I'm saying yes to the magic. I'm saying yes to my internal fire. I'm saying yes to my internal rise. I'm saying yes to my rebirth over and over and over again. I'm saying yes. And as I'm saying yes, more of this energy is coming in and then rising up within me. I just feel like I'm saying yes here. I said yes to releasing the dog, to releasing this aspect of myself so that I can be free from, it finally, because this was attached to me for so long, and it has everything to do with what I have gone through. And I'm going to talk about that. So when I was 5, I was sexually humiliated. I'm not going to go into the details, but I was sexually humiliated is the best way that I can put it. And I never remembered this trauma until I spiritually awoke. When I started to become aware of my awakening, when I started to be aware of my path, I had a dream of this event happening to me, and all I saw was my little child self running, because that's what I did. I ran away from the people that did that to me. And I ran so fast, and I remember running to my brother, who I didn't tell him anything. I just was hiding behind him. And I just remember being so comfortable being hidden and being so comfortable away from that energy that I was just hiding, and I felt so comfortable hiding. Okay? So when I did my shadow work, that came up. The very first time that I was like consciously aware of doing my shadow work, I had to face that first. And so I never realized, but I was always in my masculine energy. I was always very independent. I was always very determined. I was very hardworking. I've worked since I was 13 years old. My parents put me in a paper. I was a paper girl. Like, I put the papers together, and I sent my papers to everybody in my neighborhood. I was always very masculine. I was just in my masculine energy. I never showed my emotions to anybody. I never opened up to anybody. I never showed them myself. I never showed them my heart. I never showed them my weaknesses. I never showed them my emotions, because I didn't want anyone to see that aspect of myself ever. And then I guess when I started like dating or stuff like that, I would meet all of like the wrong guys, because I didn't know how to love myself. Obviously, you know, ABCs 1, 2, 3s. And so the feminine energy that's rising within me right now through these goddess energies, that's why I'm doing the gates right now, and like, we are all opening ourselves to receive this goddess feminine rising energy within ourselves. And this goddess feminine energy that's rising within myself is healing the toxic femininity, the toxic feminine energy, because the feminine within me that was toxic. I didn't know how to love myself. I was fearful. I was afraid. I didn't express my emotions healthily. When I expressed my emotions healthily, people looked at me as if I was too much. So I was in this like really weird phase at one point where I was just like, if I express my emotions, people are going to be like, you're expressing your emotions too much. And then if I don't express my emotions, people are, they would say to me that I don't express my emotions enough. So I always felt like I was never enough for anybody. that if I express, I'm too much, that if I don't express, I'm not enough. So where on the spectrum of self-expression is it acceptable for me to be? And I had no idea. I had no idea where I stood. And so that was a struggle because I struggled with like what I was or who I was. Where do I fit in all of this? So I couldn't resonate with being masculine or being feminine. I had no idea. Like I wasn't accepted because I didn't accept myself. So the inner feminine rising within me right now is definitely rage. Okay, is sacred rage. Um, but the goddess feminine rising with me is healing the toxic feminine. And with what I've gone through when I was 5, I'm healing that right now. I've been healing that energy since I don't remember, like many years. I've been healing this energy. And I've always had a fear of sexually expressing myself. I've encountered, if I sexually express myself, then I am a slut or I'm a whore. If I don't sexually express myself, then I'm a prude or that I'm stuck up or, that I think I'm better than everyone else. So there's always been this like extreme with my self-expression when it comes to other people viewing me like that. It's like their perception on me was always you're either too much or you're nothing at all. So I had a real hard time with my sexuality, with my sexual expression, which is the Ace of Wands. Which is the Ace of Wands. Sexual expression. To me, this is coming into like, because you can use your sexual energy to creativity, to creation, right? So my sexual expression was very limited because I was so feared of being humiliated the way that I was humiliated, and I didn't ask for it at 5 years old. So I always thought that if I sexually expressed myself or if I allowed myself to be who I really am, open and fully embracing my expression, am I going to be humiliated for it? Am I going to be called a slut? Am I going to be called a whore? Am I going to be called unworthy of love? Unworthy of acceptance? Am I going to be shamed? Am I going to be guilted? And all in all, that's how like I was fearing of other people's perceptions. Little did I know that that was my perception of myself. I'm looking here in the swan with the mirror. Oh. That's the way I looked at myself. That was the way that I perceived myself. It doesn't matter what other people thought of me. I literally perceived myself as shameful, as not worthy of love. I perceived myself as feeling guilty. Just like that dog that I had in possession. I was so guilty of keeping this dog. I was so guilty of having this dog for as long as I did in my dream. This could be my 5-year-old self right now that I'm releasing. That I'm sending home. I'm sending home my 5-year-old self. That's what I'm doing. And that's what these goddess and this feminine energy that's rising within me, that's what it's doing. Sending my 5-year-old self home. I'm no longer keeping that 5-year-old self captive in that trauma. I sent her home. You're sharing with me the lentil soup. Thank you. That's what I did. Because now there's, what am I making room for? I'm making room for new. I'm making room for the divine feminine energy within me to rise, because the divine feminine energy that's rising within me is so large. It's large. It's with lots of fire. It needs room to expand. And I'm making room for the masculine energy that's healing within myself as well to grow. And I think that's what a lot of us are doing. Yeah, we are reclaiming ourselves. We're taking back our power. Yeah. My 5-year-old self was enslaved and set free. And I wanted to come on here, and I knew that I was going to be very open here. Yeah, I do it in private, Thomas. The healing is not done here. I'm sharing with you guys because I will help, or at least I hope that I can reach and help those that are on the same path, and that speaking about our traumas and speaking about our stories are really powerful. It's a gift and a blessing to be speaking about our stories, and I don't feel any shame for it. And I love you, Cindy. I love you so much, Cindy. Thank you for everything. So after this, you know, I still work in that privacy of myself. I'm still off camera. I'm still healing. I'm still working. I'm still shedding. I'm still transforming. I'm still releasing. I'm still making room. So this is a space that I decide to expand myself for others to come in, so that I can assist and help where needed. Sharing our stories are really powerful. I feel like it's just like something I don't really need to explain. But well, I guess we figured out the dream. Feels good. It feels good to say it. And I'm learning about what I need. I'm learning about what I need. I'm learning about who I am. Yeah, I'm learning. And the transformations right now that we're all going through, they're happening at a faster rate. They're happening at a really fast rate. So be kind and be gentle to yourself throughout this process. Okay. I love you guys so much. I feel like, I don't know what's going on now. I feel the energy around me just kind of like settled. I'm gonna pull an animal oracle while this energy is like being soaked in, I feel like. Yeah, a lot of these triggers are coming back. Yeah, they're really deep wounds. I am feeling also very defensive. Yes, Ariel. I'm feeling hyper defensive with comments right now. Please don't tell women to smile when they're showing emotions. Thank you, Ariel. I saw that comment and I was just like, whatever. See, this is exactly what I was saying. This is exactly what I was saying, talking about earlier. If I express, I'm too much. If I don't express, I'm not enough. What do you want from me? So I'm just gonna be me. Screw you guys. Screw anyone. Whatever. Like, I'm not sad. Like, this process is like necessary. You know what I mean? Like, this process is necessary. I'm not sad. I'm going through the motions. And exactly, Ariel, like, allow me to be. Let freedom ring. Exactly, Corey. Love you, Amanda. Thank you. Okay, someone block Switcheroo right now. You're annoying. Don't tell anybody to relax. Don't tell anyone to relax. Someone block that person. Bye. I'm not taking anyone's shit today. Thank you, Brown Eyes. Thank you so much for your donation. This is all a celebration. This is all a celebration. I love you guys. All right, let's get another card here. Oh, that one came out really fast. Oh, Parrot Spirit's coming through with watch your words. And what are we just going off about? Watch your words. Watch your words. We were also talking about this on Patrick's live, weren't we? When did that, how did that come up again? Why am I remembering that? Oh, thank you, Amy. Thank you. Thank you. I love you so much, Amy. Watch your words. We're gonna cut you. Transformation touching the lips. That's right. Transformation touching the lips. Transformation touching the lips. That was such an amazing live that Patrick did. Transformation touching the lips. Thank you, New Moon in Cancer. But Corey said something about be careful what you speak, right? Because your words are things. Your words are things. But also it's interesting how that came out, because we were just like blocking some people for saying some things that you shouldn't be saying. Watch your words. Have some empathy, show some compassion, just make a safe space. Sometimes, honestly, the best thing to say to someone is to not say something at all and to just be there. Honestly. I find that that's the best thing to do for people when they're sharing their trauma or they're sharing their space with you, is to just like be quiet and listen. And right here, watch your words. This is, yes, exactly, Patrick. This is about owning your voice. Owning your truth. This is the voice of truth. That's the voice of truth. And I can't help but stare at this Magician card with the sword that's like on the border here. Yeah, words are spells. That's why they call it spelling. It's almost like a new voice is being it's rising. And the voice within you is rising. Yes, Cindy, exactly. That's so beautiful. Yes, you don't need anyone to solve you. We don't need anyone to fix us. Exactly. Just see you and allow you to be present and respected. That's so beautiful, Cindy. Yes. Own your voice of truth. There's a new voice of truth that's rising within you. And this new voice of truth is creating something new too. It's creating new space. It's creating new pathways. It's creating fire. Oh, that's weird the way they're putting that out. This voice of truth, because it's coming out of your mouth. There's air. And Russell was talking about that in the Chiron reading with Sagittarius. Like, you fan the flame to make the fire go larger. Because when you speak, there's air that comes out of your mouth, and it's like fanning the flame of creativity. It's like expanding the fire outwards. Fanning the fire outwards is what I'm seeing here, which is really interesting. Let's get another one. Is Rob dropping some wisdom? People want to say relax or smile because they feel uncomfortable around emotions. Yeah, that's right. That is true. That's true. They're comfortable around emotions because they're uncomfortable with the emotions that they have within themselves. So obviously they're going to be uncomfortable with your emotions that you are expressing. I feel like, no, I feel like if someone wants to see you happy, they wouldn't tell you to relax and smile. Because when you say relax and smile, it's almost like you're invalidating that person's, you're invalidating their emotions for feeling the way that they're feeling in that moment. Your intention, of course, like your intention should be known as a friend or as a person that's holding safe space, that you want to be happy for this person. I feel like that's just an intention that you should know. Anyways, what is this? Oh, there is always enough. There is always enough. And then you have Rhino Spirit, overcome any obstacle. What do you guys get with this there is always enough energy with Koi? With the Koi for Spirit. And you have here the crow at the bottom. That's beautiful. There is always enough. And then overcoming obstacles. Yeah, it kind of goes back to that energy of us saying that we are enough. You are enough. We are enough. But it's interesting because they're saying here, there is always enough. There's something that's very collective about this energy. There is always enough. It's almost like an accessible abundance. It's like an accessible truth. It's an accessible energy that we are always connected to. There's always enough of this energy. It's really interesting that the way that they're positioning it to me, because I'm seeing a bunch of hands up like this. I'm seeing a bunch of hands up like this, and it's they're saying there's always enough of it. Unconditional love. I don't know what they're saying about that, but it feels like unconditional love. Yeah, there's always enough love. There's always enough love, no matter what obstacle that you go through. There's always enough love on your journey. There's always enough love on your path. There's always something that's enough that you may not see in the moment, or because this rhino feels really big, right? Overcome any obstacles. This rhino feels really large, like a very large energy that's not necessarily well, it could be blocking. But the rhino moves out of the way eventually. You could always like go around the rhino. The rhino is like a mobile energy. It's a mobile frequency. But there's like something that, how am I saying this? There's always something enough, even though you may not see it in the moment. Okay, I think that's the way to say it. There's always something, there's always love, there's always an energy that is enough, even though you don't see it in the moment. There's always enough strength. Yeah, it's kind of going to that notion of like, I just forgot the thought. Hold on. Strength. It's kind of that saying like God or the universe, they never give you anything that you can't handle. So it's something like there's always enough strength within you to overcome the obstacle that you are facing, because God and the universe never give you something that you cannot handle. Oh, I like that. I think I needed to hear that. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. You might be sitting in lack of feeling honest, but the blessings come through. Yes, Patrick. Patrick is on fire today. The well has run dry. Walk past the obstacle and you will find the overflowing well meant for your next journey. Oh, that's so beautiful, Cindy. Oh, that's so beautiful. That's so beautiful. I love that. Looks like we're pulling some cards today. I didn't think we would do that, but I think I talked about what I needed to talk about. Wow, it's already been 15 minutes. I feel like I just started this live like 2 minutes ago. What? Yeah, like that blessing that I received. Oh, that was such a beautiful blessing. The way that that worked out. Yeah, time warp. I really feel like I just entered a time warp. Let me cleanse these cards. Let's get a final message from Spirit. Let me put these cards back. Time flies when you're having fun. Where are those people telling you to relax and smile? Look at me now. There's that smile. You're missing it. There's this joy. It comes when it comes. Sorry. It's my sacred rage. It's my divine goddess rising. I love you, family. Let's get a final message. You just found out there's a portal in your living room? What? Amen. Amin, as they say in Arabic. Amin. Or you could say Ashe to the ancestors. Yeah, Corey calls me Habiba. You can say Habibti. Habibti is the right connotation when speaking to a girl. It's Habibti or Habiba. And Habibi is to a man. It means love, my love. All right. I don't think most people mean to be negative, but it's time you speak up. Yeah, it's not. I don't think people mean to be negative either, Ariel. But I think some people get very dismissive. They dismiss you, like Rob was saying, because they're uncomfortable with their emotions. Yeah, I'm Middle Eastern, Sanam. I'm from Iraq. Ancient Mesopotamia. Yeah, there you go. Habibi Patrick. Rio with the Habibti. Come through. All right. I'll probably save this live. I feel like people will need to hear it if they need to. I'm sorry if I triggered anybody. All right. These cards are cleansed. Let's see. Ooh. The Chariot. There's at the bottom. There's something with this Chariot frequency. Oh, this turtle keeps coming out. So actually at my cottage, there was a turtle that Bunny was playing with. And he looked, honestly, this turtle, I don't know if it was male or female, but this turtle looked like a real dragon. Like you could see the scales and its claws. It was phenomenal. But this turtle frequency it's really interesting. And look at this energy. You have this pause, stoppage energy, and then you have the movement, the momentum forward. Why is there movement and momentum forward? Because of the judgment frequency. This is the rise. There was the trumpets that were in your who said the trumpet? This judgment energy was also coming out in Patrick's live too. Okay, this energy is gaining momentum because of you, because of your rise, because of your rebirth, because of your resurrection. This is a resurrection of self. This is a resurrection, as Corey would say, the resurrection of the dormant energies, the dormant fractals, The dormant fractals is the way that I see. Sorry about the lighting. All of these fractals are being released. All of these fractals are being released and let go, and they're being shed. And so it's like we're giving life. We're giving life to the energies that have been dormant within us, turtle energy, and we're setting them free, right? We're being wild and we're being free. But what's so interesting is that I keep focusing in on the necklace of this of the chariot wearing the pentacle. Because when I think of a pentacle, like I think of earth, right? Obviously, pentacle, earth, something that is practical in nature. It's also like the, yes, we carry our home with us, but it also feels like that we are going to a new home, or we're going home. We're traveling home. We carry our home with us. But it's also like, I don't know, I feel like it's guiding back home. There's something about this, like a new practical earth, a new earth. I know we talk a lot about like a new earth. Yeah, with the sun behind it. But I feel like this horse is going home. There's a practical earth energy that's here. I like what Corey said. Home is always, we carry home with us. We carry home with us. That was just at the bottom of the deck. Let's shuffle. We are. We're almost home. See you guys there. As Corey would say, see you on the other side of the rainbow. I've actually never seen a horse up front. I really want to. I think I just want to go to a ranch. We got the Four of Cups coming out, which is interesting. Let's see our Ninja Turtle. The home is in the sewer. Hey, nothing wrong with that if you want to stay below. This kind of has like that sewer energy with the rats. A dude ranch. What's a dude ranch? My mind's gonna go places. What's a dude ranch? Someone tell me before I come to my own conclusion. Oh, there we go. Oh, the vulture. Nothing is wasted. You think that there's an energy that is being wasted. Four of Cups. There's an energy that's like, you have this perception, Four of Cups, that something is a waste. They're cultivating dudes there? I knew it. That's literally what I thought of. That's where they put college guys out to pasture to graze. Who'd you block, Eve? Who'd you block? I'm telling you guys, we're on the trigger. We're on the trigger. Don't say stupid shit. I'm glad I didn't see it. I would probably say something. So there's an energy here that's like, that you perceive as being wasted, because the vulture spirit is one of the most powerful animals that I do feel like are misrepresented or misunderstood, right? The vultures, they transmute energies. Okay, so I think of death when I think of the vulture, but I think of the vulture as assisting the dead, as assisting the energy to move along, right? So the vulture spirit right now is assisting an energy that you perceive is gone to waste, or you perceive may have died. Okay, here with Judgment. So the vulture spirit is nitpicking at an energy and bringing it back to life. Turtle, pause. Okay, to rise again within us. So the vulture spirit is nitpicking at an energy, helping it to be transmuted, helping it to be translated into, I'm seeing like a surge of energy. It's like being electrified. Being electrified, which is interesting with the vulture spirit. There's an essence within the vulture spirit that is giving life to an energy, transmuting it from a sense of being. So I'm actually seeing dead, living, dead, living. Like it's a cycle. It's a cycle. And because we have the judgment here, this is a rise, this is a resurrection, this is to live again. So there's an energy that has been dormant within you, or that you perceived has been wasted, or that you perceived has been gone, when really it's just been dormant. So the vulture spirit is like picking at it and to bring it back to life because it's been stopped. It's been dormant. Okay, so this is a transmuter of the vulture spirit are transmuters of the dormant energies. They're giving life to the dormant energies. I feel like I took so long to like say that. I'm sorry. I like went around the block to get that message out. Sorry. Yeah, it is. It is. Ooh, look again. Look at the buffalo. Oh, I love the spider right now. The buffalo. So what did we have earlier? The rhino spirit. Again, another like really massive energy. Really big energy, big blocks are being healed, are being released. But it's also reminding you that you are big, reminding you that you are big and strong, reminding you that you can overcome any storm, reminding you of the electricity that runs within your veins, reminds you of your power, reminds you of your great strength to overcome anything. Buffalo spirit. I was talking to this about Patrick, about how we literally flow in the electric universe. We are electricity, we are energy, and we are just flowing in the electric universe. There's, again, when I was saying like this vulture spirit gives life, it's almost like electricity. Did I say that? Electricity gives life? I said something to that effect, I think. And then here you have lightning. Oh, I like the way that looks there. That's really cool. And then at the bottom you have here the spider. So I was talking about this in the Virgo reading, and I told a little story about the spider that's still in my bathroom. So when I was younger, when I was not awakened, I used to kill spiders. I used to see them in my space and I would be like, oh hell no. Why is the spider here cultivating this little web like in the corner of my space? And I would like tear down the spider's web and I would kill a spider. And then now, whenever I see a spider, I say hello to it because they're sharing a space. They're sharing a space within my space. And this isn't really my space or my home. Like, I mean, it's all of our homes, you know? This is about learning how to share space with other people. This is about learning how to share your space with other people, sharing your vulnerability, but also this like community with others, how to share with others, how to coexist with other people, how to coexist with nature, how to coexist with divinity, experiencing the presence of divinity in all things. So when I look at the spider, I literally am experiencing a piece of divinity, and I didn't kill it. I was literally taking a bath and I saw this little spider, and like actually he created such a big, or he or she, I don't know, it was such a beautiful web, and I was like, wow, great job. Like, it looks very sturdy, it looks really wonderful. I hope you enjoy your home here in the corner of my bathroom. And so he's still there and he's still like living life. So I'm like coexisting with the spider right now. So Cindy, you still kill them? Oh no. I love them because what are they? I don't know. Like I release the notion of like that they're gonna hurt me, or that they're kind of dirty, or like they're insects. Like I used to honestly get so creeped out. But this is about sharing space. Sharing space. Even like making room for new space. Making room, making new space. Making new space. Nothing is wasted. Nothing is wasted. What you think is wasted what you think is wasted goes through this like cyclical energy, and it gets rebirth. This dormant energy comes it's like rebirth within you. It's a dormant energy that comes online. Even the energies of the earth, even the energy that dies, or you know, our physical body that dies, I don't know, they're giving me this like cyclical, the cycles of life. um they get I want to use the word regurgitated. That's kind of like vulgar, but they're giving me that energy, like they come back into the practical earth. They move in our practical earth, and they work their way back into our cycle of life, and they make new things. So energy comes back around and makes new things, is what I want to say. Making space. I hope that makes sense. Energy comes back around to make new space, to make new things. And you're making new things with this energy that recycled. Thank you. Why couldn't I think of that word? Thank you very much. It becomes recycled. So there's a recyclable energy within yourself. Okay, there's a recyclable energy within yourself that is coming back online. Okay. Yes, infinity. Yeah, Ash, exactly. And you're going to learn how to work with it, because it's going to create a new space. All right. Oh, I just remembered we had co-create with spirit. Actually, Patrick said something really beautiful, that it's not just about us co-creating with spirit. Spirit is co-creating with it's not just us co-creating with spirit, but this is allowing spirit to co-create with you, vice versa. That was from Patrick. Patrick comes in with the wisdom at all, always, to me, to this group. That's some cool energy right there. And as you say, rise up, look at the staircase. And I'll rise up. Is that the song? And I'll rise up. There you go. There's a staircase. All right, my loves. I'm going to stay here with you guys for a little bit and chill. We are going to move mountains. We are. I love mountains. I always like look at mountains and I'm like, how did you form? How did you form? Yes, please go check out Rio Karuk. Please check out at Rob Sarrow. Please go check out Cindy at Awakening to Spirit. Please go check out Corey at Founders of Light. Please go check out Lauren B at Untitled Tarot. They're all just so wonderful. And Russell at Rustling Around. Yeah, I'm honestly amazed by mountains. I don't know. Like when I look at mountains, I'm shocked. I'm shocked by how they're formed. Like I'm sure they're formed with like, I don't know, rocks, lava, earthquakes. Like I'm sure but it's just like crazy to me how like the earth can create such beauty. Like I love mountains. I'm obsessed with mountains. And I always like wonder what's in the center of the mountain. Like, are there caves in the mountains? Like all mountains? Is there like a doorway in the mountain? What's in the middle of the mountain? And then what's underneath the mountain? Like, I just want to know. I just want to be like a little energy that just goes in there. What's in the middle of you? What's below you? Yeah, mountains are really cool. It's interesting I'm talking about mountains because Goddess Uras, excuse me, sorry. She's like, say it right, girl. Did I play Horizon Zero Dawn? Yeah. I have the game. I think it's downloaded on my PS4. Best you believe. I haven't figured out the secret of the mountain through, I'm in the beginning. Okay, I'll help you. Add me on I'm gonna play with you, Patrick. They actually have a new game, Horizon Zero Dawn. I forget what it's called, but it's a new one that's coming out. It's so phenomenal. Plus she uses the bow and arrow, like hello Archer, Sagittarius, of course, like I fell in love with that character of the game. But Goddess Uras is coming through. She's gate 6, and she's depicted as the great strength. In scriptures, in stone, in ancient Mesopotamia, she's depicted as the mountain. And her consort, I believe he's the sky god. I have to look at it. Yeah, she's consort to the sky god. In the depiction, he sits on top of the mountain because he sits on her because she's the great strength. That's right. So she's coming through. She's actually a fearsome dragon. She's a dragon and a mountain. Like, I'm shook. So yeah, that's gate 6 that I got a channel. But now that I got my energy back, I definitely feel like a warrior. Yeah, she holds him up. All right, I'll chill with you guys for a little bit. And then I'll go. I'm hungry. I love dragon energy. Me too. Like Pele. Who's Pele? I don't know much about dragon frequencies, I feel. That's Corey. Corey is very knowledgeable and very in tune with the dragon frequencies. I feel like my dragon frequencies have like just started to come online. So I'm very like hesitant to like dive right in. Thanks, Amy. I love you. Thanks, guys. Did I say something about, oh yeah, change warriors. We are change warriors was something that Spirit kept repeating to me in Patrick's live. Change warriors. So to like, it kind of came to me like, because there's so much change within us, within ourselves, and there's going to be so much change in the world, so much change in the collective, that we are going to be change warriors. We're going to help other people adapt to the changing circumstances. We're going to be influencing change, but influencing change without authority. So we have to learn how to influence change without authority, because that's the politics right now. That's the foundation of society, is that it's always been very political. It's always been, you know, very, I don't want to get into politics, but you know, like they influence change because they're the authority. So I feel like right now that's shifting, and the way that Spirit is calling us is the change warriors, that we are going to influence change but without being authoritative. So we have to learn how to do that. And I think it's just by influence, just being ourselves, just being in our own energy, being in our own voice of truth, right? Watching our words, helping to assist to change, but we cannot be authoritative. There's a tons of dragons flying around. Corey. There's tons of dragons flying around right now. If you want to connect to your dragon, they're here. Hi, dragons. I'm nervous. So the very first time that a dragon made themselves known to me was in my first like attempt at doing shadow work, where I was very consciously aware that I wanted to do shadow work, and I invoked the energy of destruction. I don't recommend doing that. You can do so many like divinations and invocations on your shadow work. I really don't recommend invoking the energy of destruction, because it really came through. It's like calling on your energy came in and destroyed that shit so chaotically. But actually the dragons actually came through. And the dragon in my meditation, I saw the eyes of the dragon. They were extremely red in my meditation, in my vision, my mind's eye. And all they said to me was, open your eyes. And they repeated that over and over and over again till I fell into a trance state. I passed out, woke up, lost time, went to bed again, and had a very, very vivid dream. And I said to myself, I think a dragon just came and visited me. And so that was the first time that I was like really aware of dragons. Your dad is a Sagittarius, Rob. He sees dragons too. Ooh. Oh my god, yeah, they're so beautiful. Everyone has different guides. I love it. I love it. Yeah, I wonder, that's an interesting topic though, what Patrick was saying to me. Do you guys think that we do get new guides as we like ascend, or as we like go on our ascension? Do you think that we get new guides depending on the level? Yes? Corey's saying yes. Okay. You said Patrick always forgets what he says. Well, I have to pull out like receipts and be like, you said this at this time. Yes, you guys think so. Okay. Okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. Because like I've never, like dragons have never come to me, or maybe they have always been there but they've never made themselves known. So perhaps like these guides that are not ready to come in yet because we're not ready for them, I feel like they do, like they're around but they don't make themselves known until we're ready. So that, you know, that makes sense. So when the dragon started to present themselves to me, I guess I was ready or somewhat ready. I don't know. 0 out of 10, this guide sucks, would not recommend. Oh, yeah, it's a frequency. Yeah, that's right. She's poorly depicted in the Moana. Oh, who? I haven't seen Moana. Yeah, you did say that I was someone that you heard it from. A lava goddess. What? There's a lava goddess? There's so much out there. There's so much out there in the spirit. Some are always there. Some are for certain circumstances. Yes, 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 yes. New guides. They're like specialists for the situation we're in. Yes, 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 yes. All right, my loves. I'm gonna let you go. I have gotten new additional ones as others become more background players. Interesting. Interesting. I definitely have to learn how to trust more. That's my lesson. I learned that really hard last week especially. All right, my loves. I'm gonna save this live. I feel guided to save it, even though it's quite vulnerable. All right, I love you guys so much. Until next time, my loves. Thank you for being here in this space for me. Thank you for making it safe. I love you guys so very much. Until next time, bye.